ask them, please do us all a favor, at least on the first question, to identify yourself and your organization. So with that, I'll open the floor to questions. I know Laura Diamond from the AJC.
Hi, Laura Diamond with the AJC. Congratulations, first off. I know one of the most popular questions that I know I've been getting from readers and that I've been seeing on our blogs has been if you could talk a little bit about how you view the relationship between academics and athletics, particularly at an institution such as the University of Georgia.
Well, I believe that the academics drive any great university. And I'm pleased to say that at the University of Georgia, we have a very good relationship in that regard. I have a monthly meeting with my vice provost and other athletic officials. We talk about the challenges that they confront and the roles that they play in athletics. I think it's a positive relationship. I have great confidence in our athletic director and his staff. And so I think it's the kind of relationship that's good for athletics, good for academics. In the end, I want to see our student athletes be successful in the classroom to earn their degrees, and I also want to see them win a few championships along the way as well. And I don't think that's mutually exclusive. I think we do both very well here, and I'm committed to continuing to support athletics.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Kaylin O'Brien. I'm from the Red and Black. You talked about how important it is to attract good deans to the college and their importance. I was wondering what kind of specific credentials you'll be looking for like a good dean for the different colleges.
Well, of course, the Grady College has already recommended their finalists, and they will be coming to campus in the coming weeks to interview. But I think with any dean, you want someone who is a great leader, who listens, who is responsive to the needs of the faculty and students. But at the same time, you want someone who's well-grounded in the disciplines that they will be responsible for, understands where education is moving in their particular areas, is open to change, is open to new ideas, doesn't want to stand still, because if you stand still, you get left behind. So I would just tell you to look at the 3 deans I've appointed as provost, and I think you get a pretty good idea of the kinds of individuals that I believe can lead schools and colleges. It's most important, particularly as we begin the planning process for a major capital campaign, because in the end, our alumni and supporters all went through a school or a college, and the leadership in that school or college is going to be critical to helping us raise the private resources needed for the university to move forward.
Our next question is the disembodied voice over here, Philip Lucas from the Associated Press.
Hi, thanks for your time. I appreciate it. Could you please speak up, because I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing on the conference line. I know that you mentioned that you will appoint sort of a transition committee. I was wondering if you could talk just a little bit more about some of the main issues that you plan to focus on in the early stages of the transition, and if you could elaborate a little bit on what some of the key relationships are between the school and the state legislature that will help you be more successful in the early stages.
Well, certainly I think you need a group of key advisors that can make suggestions to you about matters that ought to be considered during the transition. I'm going to spend a great deal of time thinking about the organizational structure of the University of Georgia. When I became provost, I said that I thought our institution needed to be less bureaucratic. It needed to be very responsive to our faculty, our students, our alumni, and our supporters. And that is an issue that I will continue to confront and to address going forward. I think in these economic times you need to demonstrate a belief in a lean machine that gets the job of the university done with as few layers of bureaucracy as possible. So that is certainly one issue that I'll be thinking about. And it's also important to make sure you surround yourself with individuals that share your vision for what you intend to do. And in my view, the most important thing that I can do as president, well, I would say two things, is to keep us focused on a goal of being the strongest academic institution that we can possibly be. And to do that, getting our entire structure behind a major capital campaign to move the university forward. Because we can't assume in these economic times that we're going to get our resources from any place other than our own friends and supporters going forward. We have to show our stakeholders in Atlanta and in Washington that our alumni support us, that they're behind us. And so I'm going to be spending a lot of time thinking through that strategy and that campaign, as well as just the normal issues that any new president will be confronting as you take on an assignment of this nature.